Welcome, Cancers, to your mid-May to mid-June love reading. Love and relationships reading, I should say. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and let everything else go. Now, this month, I'm absolutely loving your energy, Cancers, and I'm feeling that over the next 4 to 6 weeks, there's some quite significant energy for you when it comes to your love and relationships. Now, your overall energy for the next few weeks is the energy in the Judgment card. Now, this is, I really like this card. This is a card of renewal and rebirth. And for a lot of you, this is talking about what's happening with your relationships, and specifically for those in a relationship, this is talking about where you're at when it comes to love. And this really is a card of sort of regeneration. And I feel like within yourself, if you aren't in a relationship, this is talking about you reaching a significant stage in your own journey. And it's like you're awakening. There's a new life here for a lot of Cancers when it comes to love. And it's like you've learned from all of your past experiences, and you're really coming out of this with some new ideas, some new thoughts, and some new attitudes when it comes to your love and relationships. Now, you're in a really good place, I feel, over the next 4 to 6 weeks anyway, to decide exactly what it is you want from life now. Now, it's interesting, the last reading I did, I think it was Gemini, they had a lot of synchronicities in the numbers. And you've got the sacral chakra, which is number 2. I don't know if you can see it there with the crystal in front of it. And Judgment, that is the number 20. But when you break it down to its lowest possible denominator, when you add the numbers up, that is the number 2. So you've got 2 2s here as well, and 2s are making decisions. And I feel like over the next 4 weeks, you are going to be making some significant decisions regarding your life. And not only your life, but your relationship, whether it's existing or not. Now, I feel you're in a really good place. If you have an existing relationship, I feel that you're in a really good place at the moment. There is a lot of renewed energy, and it's bringing you a mutual appetite for life. Both of you, it's like your relationship has now shifted a little bit and changed. It's renewed, and you've got a sense of delight or vitality, and also a vitality in the way that you express your love for each other. And this is like Pluto rules the Judgment card, and Pluto is a very giving, a very benefic planet. And I'm not an astrologer, but I love to listen to a lot of astrologers on YouTube and so forth. And what I've learned is Pluto is very giving, and it talks about acquisition of hidden treasures. And, that's what Pluto does. Pluto gives you gifts and things like that. So I feel like there's something being bestowed on your relationship. And you could be benefiting, and this could be either an increase in income. You could even be getting an inheritance or something like that, that's going to be helping you within your relationship to repay any debts or lessen any financial burdens that you might be having. Or you might even just have a little bit of extra money to spend on some luxury or some pleasure for yourself and your relationship. But there is definitely a closing of quite a long cycle. And a lot has changed in your relationship as well. And if you are not in a relationship, I feel like this is to do with you and your relationship with yourself. A lot has changed within you. You are closing a cycle in your life now, and you are now ready to move on to that next stage in your life. It's quite a lovely energy of that Judgment there. It really does talk about, you know, it's interesting. It talks about, decisions here. You are at this stage where you are closing one part of your life, and now you're in this position to be making a decision on which way you want to go here. Now, you've got the sacral chakra in the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. And the sacral chakra is that area of your body, and it's just below the, just above the navel area and just below the rib cage. And this is the area, the sacral chakra kind of is your power and your vitality, your willpower, your self-esteem and your confidence. So I feel like a lot of you are strengthening that. Or if you are feeling weak in any of those areas, you are really asked to strengthen that. And just to do that, just meditate on this area. The color is orange, and just breathe, close your eyes and inhale deeply through your nose and breathe in the color orange, and then see it coming all orangey, yellowy kind of tones, and see it coming from a glowing, brilliant sun, and send that vitality through your entire body. And that's going to help to strengthen all of those areas of your life, your willpower, your self-esteem, your confidence. They're all going to grow by meditating on that. But I do feel like a lot of you, what this card is saying is a lot of you are regenerating, and you are working on all of those areas of your life, if not already achieved a sense of power and vitality. It's just quite a good energy for you to use if you aren't in a relationship, or your relationship hasn't been the best. You can just by meditating on this, believe that you can have the relationship that you desire, and you will have it. Absolutely. Now, you've got the Detached card there, and this is the card of Libra. This is the Justice card, so you could have a significant Libra in your life. But this card also asks you to reflect and again to decide. So there is again this energy of making a decision here for a lot of you. And what this Detached card often talks about is that sometimes your ego can prevent you from seeing things clearly. And so what you're really asked to do is detach emotionally from a relationship or a situation, so that you can step back and you can reevaluate it, and this is use that energy in the Judgment card to reevaluate your relationship after there could be this rebirth, this changing up in your life. And this is really asking you to reflect on how your relationship is working. Is it satisfying you? What role are you playing within it? Are you making it harmonious? Are you making it are you creating some disharmony here? And you really need to give an honest appraisal so that you can gain clarity and help better understand what might need to be done to improve any relationships, you know, that may need to be shifting and that may need that energy of the Judgment to be reborn here. You know, and even if your relationship is wonderful and it's going beautifully, it's always great to be able to step back and just assess how things are going. And really, yeah, and accept, you know, whatever changes that are coming into your life, and accept what you actually learn from this detachment, from this examination of your relationship. Now, often, if you are not in a relationship, you might be also asked to assess why. If you want to be in a relationship, take a step back. Detach yourself from looking for someone, from wanting to find someone, and look at the situation honestly. Balance things up. What's going on here? You know, let go of the ego, because this is one thing that the detached card is asking you to do, is remove yourself from your ego if you can, and look at things from an outside perspective. It's very hard to do, but if you that's why I think that sacral chakra card is there, because if you can use that energy to meditate and go within, I think you're going to find, you're going to learn a lot here. And find out what the next step for you might be as well. Now, your final card here is the Confront card, and the Confront card is traditionally the card of the moon, and this can be Pisces energy. It also can be a little bit of a Cancer energy here as well, but what the moon often talks about is illusions. And again, this card really asks for introspection so you can gain some clarity here. And these are really important messages for you right now when it comes to reevaluating all of your relationships, not only your love relationships, and also your relationship with yourself as well. And this card really does talk about your fears and worries, your delusions regarding matters of the heart as well, and really asks you to question a lot of stuff. Now, this is a card of deep intuition as well, and this is going to a lot of intuitive stuff is going to be coming in for you when you are able to reevaluate and look at your relationship. Now, if things have been a little bit unclear in terms of what's happening with your relationship and where it's going, the moon card does talk about illusions, but once the moon goes down and the sun comes up, there is clarity again for you. Now, you might have some concerns when it comes to examining some stuff about your relationships, and some issues might sort of come up to the surface that need to be faced, or they need to be healed when the moon card does come in. So just try to have a lot of courage and really confront these new emerging feelings that might be coming up for you. And, you know, again, use the energy of the detach, of that Justice card, and look at your relationships from all sides. Try to determine, you know, what is going on, what energy, like look at things deeply and intuitively. But I feel like some of you may even have some misconceptions regarding love. You might find that some feelings come up that are not are differ from what you think. There, you might have some limiting beliefs about love and connections with other people. And you might discover that a lot of this is based on experiences that you had as a child as well. And you are really asked to confront a lot of this stuff over the next few weeks, so you can allow this new energy of the judgment, this new rebirth, shifting of things to come through for you. But I'm really loving that overall energy there, Cancers. I feel like you are really quite good at going in and looking at things intuitively. You are a water sign, so you are quite in tune with emotions and that kind of stuff there. So I hope that resonated with you, Cancer. I also have general readings as well, which give you a broader view of what's going on for you in the month of May. So I'll leave a link here in this video for you if you're interested in that. So have a wonderful few weeks, Cancer, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.